Just a few days ago, I asked you black people to stop fucking embarrassing me. A Chinese man, Chow, was found not guilty for shooting a young black man in the back after chasing him 140 yards for stealing. Out of his store, his raggedy ass store. He took a baby's black life. Now, I thought the reason that this Chinese man went to jail was because black people allowed him to make it to jail without facing their court system. Now, the white man's court system says not guilty because we are in agreement with Chinese people. This is why they live so well in America. They have neighborhoods and Chinese communities all over. We care about them. They benefit our community. You niggas, not so much. We don't want y'all voting with us. We don't want this, we don't want that. But still, black people are in the courtroom right now while they said not guilty and they crying and shit like that. Instead of poking his chest out saying, you know what, I gave you crackers a chance to do the right thing, but I forgot. It's you crackers. Now he's going to our court system. We'll handle this. Can you please handle your own goddamn case, black people? It was your child that was killed. You can't expect crackers or Chinese people that had you in slavery to do your fucking job. So do your fucking job. Let him face your court system. He has to come home. If he shows up and just be dumb enough to come to the store, that's his court date. If he shows up at his house, that's his court date. Do your fucking job and stop waiting for crackers and anybody else to do it for you. Fucking embarrassing me.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and that was a disgruntled nigga, rightfully so, speaking on the shooting death of, I don't know what the fuck this nigga name is. I shouldn't say that like that, but I think his name was fuck, and I had it too. I'm fucking up. He was found not guilty in the shooting, unaliving of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. Now, you know, it's gonna be some races in the comment section, which I'm gonna promptly block. Because, like, if you didn't watch the video and you just leaving comments because you seen the thumbnail, you stupid. But I'm going to try to break this down so that the smart people and the dumb people in the back of the room can understand what my point is. Now, I'm not one of these black people that justify ignorant niggatry, right? Robbing people, stealing from them, doing any type of crimes to them, right? However, I am a big believer and a proponent of the retaliation, or the penalty has to match the motherfucking crime. Now, they say he ran out of the store with bottled waters. It wouldn't matter if it was fucking sodas, bottled water, sodas. I don't think you should shoot somebody stealing your merchandise, right? You have insurance. You can void the shit out. There are things that you can do to actually offset the cost. Now, I don't know how many times the store was robbed, or let me rephrase that, because the shit wasn't robbed. You know, a robbery is with a gun and a ski mask and you taking money out the register. Bottled waters being lifted from a store, and how many bottled waters could he possibly get or run with, right? Even if it was 5, what a bottled water? It's like $1.79, so that's $2. Even if he stole 5, that's $10. What the fuck? I don't think a bullet in the back is deserving of stealing 5 bottled waters. Now, I'm not gonna front. I'm not condoning the young man's actions. His parents are negligible for improperly training and grooming this young man. Should have not went into the free world, especially as a black man with locks, stealing, right? It wouldn't matter if the nigga had a taper, you know what I'm saying, or a temp fade. You can't be stealing. However, like I said originally, I think the penalty should match the violation. He's still some fucking bottled waters. I don't think it's a bullet. He couldn't catch the kid, right? You let the shit go. You call the authorities. You file a police report. You put pictures of him up in your shop so when he comes back, he can be apprehended, and go through the proper channels of the judicial system, right? Couple fucking nights in juvie, he'd be good. He'd be set straight. And then the world is not unbalanced. But we live in America, where a system of white supremacy and all these bloodlusty bloodthirsty ass people, especially immigrants. They come over here, right? This man's some type of Asian descent. From what I've seen and garnered from social media over in their country, they don't really like black people, especially Africans. We're not Africans, but people like to lump us all together because of our brown skin and wide noses, which is fucking ridiculous, but that's another episode for another time. They come over here with the racial sentiment anyways, right? I was teetering on the thought of doing a video about some Asian woman, I think it was Japan, that actually makes gummy candies in the shape of a black baby. Bite the fucking head off. Like, one has to be kind of not wound or wrapped tight to come up with that, but hey, everybody for some unseen reason has this sick sick what's the word that I'm looking for? Fantilization of black people. They mock our death. They make fun of us for being poor. Not me, but you know what I'm saying, the poor sector of black America. Like, these people get off on that. It's weird. It's real weird, weirdo shit throughout the world and in America, right? For no other reason than being black. Like, you know, I don't know what it is. And you can't say it's crime because, like, while black people may commit crimes throughout the world, so do other people. So the fact that people make like gummy candies, biting the fucking head off a baby that's molded into a gummy, it's really fucking weird, right? You can't find me no videos black people doing stupid shit like that. You won't see it. So, like, getting back on track, like, they come over here with this like negative sentiment about black Americans in general, even though they set up shop in our neighborhoods. I never understood that shit. Like, I went up to the Indian store up the block, and like, the niggas always keep the plexiglass closed, even in the daytime. Like, bro, like, be realistic. Black people, one, ain't robbing fucking package convenience stores. That's one. But two, even if we was to rob a convenience store, not doing the shit in broad daylight. It was like 12:30 in the afternoon. Like, isn't robbing your shit in broad daylight. But they're so terrified. I asked the man, I said, yo, when was the last time you got robbed? He couldn't tell me. So, like, I mean, I guess one could say that's a precaution, but in the fucking daytime, niggas ain't robbing you, right? Not even that this particular side of Atlanta that I was on, crime is relatively low, right? Actually, it's most of the white people actually doing the car break-ins and stealing catalytic converters, but I digress. But getting back on track, yeah, like, I don't think the crime actually fit the penalty, or the penalty fit the crime. He was found acquitted. And I mean, I guess this is America. Donald Glover made a video about it, or as y'all like to know, as y'all know him as Childish Gambino. Said this is America. We've been saying shit like this. And if I'm not mistaken, in 1991, there was a girl by the name of Latasha Harlins in LA that was shot by an Asian store owner, right? The woman thought she stole a bottle of orange juice. She didn't actually steal the orange juice. She asked the woman why she was following her around the store. Then she went to the counter to pay for it. When she turned around to walk out the store, the woman shot her in the head. She was acquitted. I think she was sentenced to she wasn't acquitted. She was convicted, but on a lesser charge, and she was sentenced to community service. To which afterwards, the black community in LA promptly burned the motherfucking convenience store that she owned to the ground, and she relocated back to China, where she was originally from, as she should. I think if you shoot people for stealing, like me personally, as much as like I like my possessions in my house, if somebody was to steal them, which I don't have, I'm not obsessed with possessions, so I don't have a lot of shit in my house that's expensive that you can steal that I give a fuck about. Yeah, so then there's that. That might just be me. Some people, I've known people that feel like if you break into their car or their house, they gotta kill you, right? They go for blood, right? People like that are fucking sick. And I had to tell a friend of mine, former friend, like, yo, you need counseling, you need psychiatric help. Whatever you got in this world, you can get back. I don't think nobody's life is worth a possession. It's just not. You steal my car, I'm gonna file a police report, get an insurance claim, and we're good. I might be inconvenienced, I might be pissed off, but I don't want you, like, if somebody asked me, how would you like to penalize this person? Give him 30 days in jail, right? If you stole some valuable shit, give him a year in prison. Like, I don't want nobody to die. That's just where I'm at with it. I've never been bloodlusty or bloodthirsty. But as you seen in that preface video before I started talking, like my man said, that black people should have been holding court after the white man's court system didn't work, right? Failed. I guess the people on the jury box didn't give a fuck about a black life, and that bottled waters were actually, a black life is worth $2 bottled waters. So whatever that's worth. But afterwards, the aftermath, they went to his fucking convenience store and they promptly burnt the shit down to the ground, as they should, right? Can't be out here just willy-nilly just shooting people in the back. Like, I think that needs to be addressed. I don't think people should be getting away with shit like that, right? That's not, one, it's not humane. Two, we have a judicial system. We have due process. I tell people that all the time, right? But, you know, as time moves along, it's a lot of ignorant ass people in America. One, a lot of people can't read, old and young. Motherfuckers like critical thinking skills. That's why we got Trump in office. So America's just all fucked up. And I guess they find this acceptable. However, they broke into his store, as they should, vandalized the fuck out of it, because, like, there needs to be a message, bro. You can't just be going around shooting people for stealing bottled waters, right? You call the authorities. This ain't fucking China. We do not operate like that. If you think that it's cool to operate like that, you need your head checked, and you should have been convicted. I don't know why he wasn't. I don't have all the details. But only thing I can chalk it up to is that people don't give a fuck about a black life. Black life in America ain't worth shit. In the words of Tupac from what song was it? Changes. A bottle of juice is no excuse. The truth hurts. Right? A bottle of water is no excuse. Shouldn't have shot him in the back. Not only that, shooting somebody in the back while they running some coward shit. Now, I know you pissed off about your shit, your merchandise, right? That's how you make a living. That's how you eat. I get it. However, it's bottled water. It's like, I think I looked up the numbers, and convenience stores make upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 annually. So $2. The hell, let's say on the high end, he stole 5 bottled waters, right? That's probably the maximum you could probably carry. That's $10, right? $10 and you gross $50,000 to $100,000 annually is a drop in the bucket. So I think he should have been convicted. But like I said, black life in America isn't valued. I don't know what idiots were on the jury board that thought that was cool, that he should have killed him in retaliation of stealing some fucking bottled waters. But what do I know? I'm just a nigga from Ohio. But what I will say is, they broke into his convenience store, and that's what the fuck he get, right? Since we're doing that, since black life is worth bottled waters, then your store, you getting acquitted for killing a black person, your store, I think that's, if we're playing that game, now we're on equal footing. Now, instead of him losing $10 in retail value for bottled waters, now he has $100,000 business that's been reduced to ruins. Who knows if he has insurance? He probably does. He'll probably do it, like put the shit back up or fix the windows, replenish the store. Still out of bread, and insurance claims gonna cover it, but now your premium is higher. So I guess in the world of worlds, it's been balanced, right? But see, I don't operate off of that type of ignorance and stupidity. I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's not equal. Them breaking in your store in retaliation is not equivalent, right? You shooting somebody for stealing a bottle of water is not equivalent. But since we're playing that game and people want to like disregard black life over petty ass bottled waters, let's play that game. Now he like I said, he got insurance, so he'll probably fix it up and replenish the store. But like, doesn't change the fact that like they may do it again in the future. What if we like in the grand scheme of things, you got to ask yourself, what the fuck did you accomplish, right? Because if they break into your store again, like you didn't really achieve shit, right? Now you just made more of a problem when you could have just let the kid run off, called the authorities. Like I said, put pictures of him stealing out of your store, alert the authorities if he like returned. All would have been well in paradise. But like, this is like, people are stupid, so they do drastic shit. And then people retaliate in response to there not being any justice. And then motherfuckers want to know why. Or he's probably sitting somewhere thinking like, why did they break in my store? Or like, I was just defending it. And it's just like, bro, you can't kill people. This isn't fucking communist China. I know China doesn't operate on the communists. I forgot what the hell it is. Socialist, right? This isn't socialist China, bro. Take that ignorant shit back over to your oppressive ass country. That's the only thing I got to say. I got no like. I'm approaching this aggressively, and I'm approaching this like logically and critically. I think my solution would have been best. Let him run away with the shit. Contact the authorities. Take a picture, a screenshot from the surveillance camera. Put the picture up. Whenever he returns, you call the fucking authorities. You have him apprehended. I think that's the most critical thing that you like. Critically thinking, I think that's the most logical thing he could have done. There's gonna be some stupid racists in there like, oh, he shouldn't have stolen. Yeah, he shouldn't have stolen. I'm not condoning that. It was dead wrong, but I think taking a life is unbalanced. It's not equal. In any event, if y'all like this episode, hell, if you didn't like it, I don't give a damn. Just reporting the news and doing my commentary on it, and I'm out.
No one's ready to deal with us.